After Hazel Hurricane, I continue my singing like at the Coney Islands, Rhineland, people's wedding, birth night parties, street corner wise. On a Friday night, you know, you'll have a sound system playing and you'll get the bike and you sing like the Louis Jordan and the Louis Armstrong and the Fat Swallow and the Cab Galloway and all of these rhythm and blues, then Fats Domino. Those kind of thing everybody used to like sing on R&B, but my nature was catching Louis Armstrong in the flight and learning his song. And the main song I used to sing was Blueberry Hill, and That's My Desire. That took me to Vajan's Opportunity Hour, where I sing, I'll be glad when you're dead, you rascal, you, singing the tune of Louis Jordan and Louis Armstrong team together singing, I'll be glad when you're dead, you rascal, you, da-da-da-da-da-da, and so forth, backed by Frankie Bonita and Pena and tell his name, tenor sax player.
Roland?
No, not Roland.
Val Bennett?
No, Val Bennett. Val Bennett. The Val Bennett band was the band at Palace Theatre Company, and I went into the Opportunity Hour. And I won the first heat, the second heat, the third heat, right up to the semi-final, then the semi-final, and went into the final. And we had then Sims and Robinson would come with tick tock goes the clock. And it was blues, and I was singing a Louis Armstrong song, yes, which a lot of people didn't. They upset Louis, but because of the dance craze of blues, they came first and I came second, and then I went to Majestic Theatre, which is in Western Kingston, and enter again, and there's where I win the cup of the prize of the Louis Armstrong, the top of the heap of the talent contest. The wages those time was 7 guineas for first prize, 3 bottles of Jamaica best wine, and 3 bottles of J. Rain of your white rum. So I had to give Val Bennett and the band one of the bottle of white rum as congratulations and thanks. And from there on, I become Jamaica Baby Satchmo, playing with bands like the Sonny Bradshaw, the Eric Deans, the River Cook, the Lord Fly. And Jamaica had a jazz place at Champion House, just at the back of the radio station in uptown Kingston. And every Monday night, all the jazz musicians from all over the world, if they're in town, they come on by and we just have a jam. But the man who owned that place has given me the privilege and say, when I come, whether I sing or I don't sing, I'm entitled to a meal and I get 2 guineas as payment. So any Monday night that I'm feeling that I got nowhere else to go, I go to Champion House, and then when the singing time comes, I become the top guest artist. Also was the young lady Tatlin Jackson as our Lady Jamaica jazz singer. And we go on, and until 1955, the 54-55, they have the 300-year celebration. 300 years of the British ruling, and 300 years of the slavery that they had taken from Africa and took to Jamaica. So the 300-year celebration was every day I have a concert to do. Some I couldn't do, some I do. I end up doing like 4 concerts a week. Palace Amusement Company, the Gator, Majestic, Tivoli, Trenchtown, and the Ambassador Theatre, where just around where Bob used to be, they had knocked down some place and built up this fantastic open-air cinema. And I was guest artist there, like every time the opportunity hour go, run by Virgins, who was the talent scout master. I was guest artist, paid 2 guineas to be guest artist, come rehearse with the band, and after all the artists been taking their, the dancing, the other acts they used to call it, if you can do any other acts, balance on bicycle, whatever you do, dancing, then I buck up Sparky and Pluggy. And we had a coaching that I'm singing, I'll be glad when you're dead, you rascal you, and they will be dancing the jitterbug, spin over, split. Now, if Sparky or Pluggy can't make it, you used to have Pluggy and Beryl. And when Beryl can't make it, we get back to Sparky and Pluggy. So Ambassador, Tivoli Gardens and Majestic was my main Kingston act. Carrie was like for the Christmas morning, and in the Christmas time I do 3 shows. War Theatre, the Coke Hall, which run by Louise Bennett, Mrs. Bennett at that time, Eric Coverley, she married to. And when I done those 2 morning concerts, I went up to Carrie to finish the morning concert, and I was top of the bill and doing Louis Armstrong. Then I didn't get home. I've been a place named Bruce's, where all the guys them from Boys Town and Trench Town, they used to take care of me. They treat me as their little idol. And all we had was pedal bicycle, and we used to go over Bruce's, and we have Bruce's patty, one of the best in the world. They talk about patty making in England, they want to go check Mr. Bruce. And Mr. Bruce, we leave there, and by the time you look, it's dusk, and the Silver Slipper Club, which is in Crossroad, Upper Town, the Sonny Bradshaw at 7 will be there, and I'm a midnight guest artist. So I don't get home until boxing morning about 8 a.m. Then Mr. Eric Deans will be playing at Beaumont, and the Beaumont give me the privilege of being the guest artist anytime any of the top bands are playing, whether it is Eric Deans, Roy Cogle, Sonny Bradshaw. I just turn up and I get the spot as a guest artist, and I used to sing like 3 numbers. That's where I met Brivette, Cloette Johnson, Blue McCannon, Lester Williams and trumpet. So the whole band knew a series of my songs. So all I got to do is wait until everybody have their wine and dine and dancing, and after midnight, about 2 o'clock, they will have a guest spot, and that's where me and Tatlin come in. I would sing like the Louis Armstrong, and Tatlin would sing a jazz song. And the next day is after Christmas, and after Christmas Boxing Day is the next day, but it was a whole week holiday because we got New Year's Eve to come. And New Year's Eve, my mother don't see me until the 3rd day in January, because they used to take me in a car from one theatre to another theatre, Rialto first, and I went out to Copacabana, which is the end of where the Rasta Hill is, Countazzi. And when I leave there, I want to go up the hill. They say, no, you got 1 more show to do. And then I end up at Slipper. Then when I leave Slipper, I would be up in the hills of Warwick Hill, among Countazzi and all the Rasses. So I was well looked after. Then I might get home about the 6th of January. And my mother didn't worry. She said, well, he's doing his music. My grandmother was staunch 7 Days Adventist. And she always say, I'm doing the devil music, but I hope the devil is taking care of me.